as your friend, I'm going to allow you
Friend?
to use the hard R
Friend?
on me. Yeah, you're my friend now. I'm going
Friend?
to let you use the hard R because you're basically
Uh,
ginger with us.
if you're trying to get that same usage for me, it's not happening. That is a one-way street, buddy. I'm just letting you know this interview will be cut abruptly if you try to get the same type of thing from me.
Welcome back. It's a brand new episode. This is Laugh With Me, a podcast with Jeremy Odem. I'm your host. J.O. And this is episode 99. For those of you keeping track, we are one away from triple digits. 100, Johnny. And as we ramp up to 100, we had to bring back one of our favorite guests that we've ever had on the podcast. He's one of our most frequent guests. In fact, he is the 2024 Laugh With Me podcast Guest of the Year. I don't know what we're going to call him. He's changed his name a few times, but we're going to give it a go. It is Lavetti Vegas, everybody. We're going to give him a call right now and welcome him back. Finally, it's been a long time. Welcome him back to Laugh With Me. Let's see what's up, Johnny. Maybe he won't answer. Possible. Maybe he changed his number.
Your call has been
I think he changed his number on us, first of all, which would be, that would be such a Lavetti thing to have changed his number. He knows I'm calling. I was like, hey, come on, laugh with me. And this is like, now I feel like I'm getting pranked. Like episode 99. I'll tell you what, who was more responsible of a guest? The freaking Tiger King. He's in prison. He was basically right on time. That's something. This is what freedom will do to a guy. You know? That's what freedom will do to a guy. There was all kinds of stuff I want to talk about. He's got a big show, actually, August 22nd in Chicago at the Babs Comedy Club. We're excited for this one. I want to see what he thought, but man, Vetti didn't answer the phone. Maybe it's on silent. He's a busy guy. It's possible he had it on silent. He probably doesn't even know that I'm calling. Here, let's try it again. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, oh, he's calling us. He's calling Lavetti Vegas, everybody. He's calling us. He's calling us. Hello, sir.
What's going on, man?
Hey, I thought you changed your number when no one answered the first time.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
I was like, he changed his number on me. It's been so long since he's been on the show, and he refused to talk to us.
I thought you was one of these hoes that be calling all the time, man.
Yeah.
Hey, double check, man.
Hey, what do the hosts call you? Do they call you Lavetti? Do they call you Vetti? Do they call you what other name you're gonna change in a couple weeks? Like, what do they call you?
Hey, man, you know what it is, man. You know, people call. You know what's crazy? People call me Vetti anyway. That's what's even more crazy. Why change it when it's already a nickname? It's shortened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Lavetti shortened is Vetti. So, you know, I was going through a little thing. I'm still believing in confidence and everything like that. But the whole change in the name thing, I think change is fun sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you think about it and everything like that, it's like, oh, that's nice. And especially when you've been going by something for so long. It's like moving out of a apartment you've been in for like 4 years. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh man, I'm going to a new apartment. And it's not that the new apartment's bad. It looks good and everything like that, but it was nothing wrong with the old apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Maybe that's
most
a
people
terrible
don't move
analogy.
back to the old apartment. They usually just deal
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
new one.
and that's why I said that's a terrible analogy. So let me shut the fuck up. That's why I just said. I was like, wait a minute, that's stupid.
That's funny. Well, hey, you were getting some hate today by Lil Ray.
Little
Lil
real.
Ray, yeah. What's up with that?
You talking about? Let's put it out there. You talking about Little Real from Get Out?
Yeah,
He has his own stand up. He was in the Carmichael show. It wasn't no hate. It wasn't no hate. Actually, Little Real. I'm a fan of Little Real, and I'm a fan of D. Ray Davis, who's another comic. And D. Ray Davis, I've been watching since I was 20, probably younger. Him and Mike Epps is always just like somebody I want to be because they like as a comic they're both hood. You know what I mean? They're hood and they're funny, but they're not like super. If I, it's gonna, they're not super hood. They're hood enough to where like everybody respects them. They're not just hood comics. You know them from everywhere. You know what I mean?
yep.
And I've seen a clip of another podcast, and this came up in my algorithm. That's what's even more crazy. I think it came up because I'm a fan of D. Ray Davis. I follow him and I follow Will Well. And the guy was talking about, and he is actually a known guy. I think my fact remains true. He's not a star, but he is important. And I think that's what people need to separate. Like if I'm famous, but you had $3 million, and let's say I was famous and I only had $500,000, people know me. Let's say I was in movies and everything like that. Who's the star?
Right.
Well, I would be the star, but you would be important.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's a difference between being a star and being important. You know, there's people in the White House that probably got more money than, let's say, just any, might have more money than, let's say, like Triple H in WWE or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you know Triple H, but you don't know that guy. But that guy probably has more money than Triple H. It's a difference between being a star and being important, and the two can be combined. But this was that comparison. So the guy was sort of talking about D. Ray Davis, not even sort of, he was talking about D. Ray Davis and how he was coming in and being a star. But at the beginning of the clip, it was like he was comparing him to Jamie Foxx. Like the dude said, when he seen Jamie Foxx, he knew Jamie Foxx was going to be a star. When D. Ray Davis said it, he didn't really believe him. He didn't really think that there was a connection or he was going to be a star. So and then at the end of the clip, he did say he was wrong. But maybe I should have watched the whole interview on the actual podcast and their whole page. But this is the thing about clips. When you post clips, you're trying to get what? Viewers.
Yeah, you're trying to get viewers.
Do what? You're baiting people. Let's be honest. So,
yep.
It didn't say he was wrong about D. Ray being a star. It had a title that swung a certain way. So I went on there and was like, who is this guy? Who are these people that say that D. Ray Davis isn't a star? Like, I know who D. Ray Davis is. I don't know any of these people that's on here. He's a bigger star than any of these people. And that's when Little Real came and said that, he said what he said. He said, hey, man, instead of such a, what did he say? I forgot what he even said. I would have to look at it again. But, instead of such a harsh take, why don't you watch it and learn who they are?
Right.
Which was it's not hate. It's not this. That's actually a great response.
Yeah, it was a great response. Yep.
It wasn't, he didn't attack me. I didn't attack him. And for him to even respond like that, because he responded earlier, I think he did watch it, and he already had responded earlier with a big paragraph defending D. Ray Davis too. And then the guy who was talking about him responded to D. Ray Davis like, yeah, and I apologize, something. So, and I just left my take, which I'm a local comic, you know what I mean? I'm a nobody, you know what I'm saying? So, him to respond to that was actually it was dope. I got a response from a comic I watched, one of the comics I actually like watching.
Yeah.
It sort of sucked that it wasn't, related to how I wanted to be related. But I got a response. I wasn't trying to bait anybody. It was just, that was my take, but it also showed me, like, you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's going to respond.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Especially when
saying?
you're posting on stuff, and those clips are for everybody. So you never know.
You never know. So it's like, sometimes it's better to be kind or not really have a harsh take. I learned that from a comic this past weekend. Not gonna say his name because he's not important enough, but um, he he admitted. I just think people are weird. Man. Comics can be weird, and I'm not friends with him. He unfollowed me. He unfriended me. I think he's blocked me on everything because I didn't roll with his opinion. I think a lot of people on social media want you to roll with what they say. So if you say, "Yeah, man, F that guy," then it's cool. But if you go against the opposite of what they say, it's confrontational or you're the bad guy, right?
Oh
And,
yeah.
and, and in the social media world, all I didn't really learn until it was a comic in the morning. Shout out Melanie Mackey. She's like one of the first people that like added me, and I didn't know her, but like that's what comics do. Comics just add people. They add other comics. I didn't even know. I DM'd you. You could tell it like I wasn't hitting her, and then it was like, who are you? Like, do I remember you? Blah blah blah. Oh, you that you a couple times. I've seen you. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
But this is what comics do. We add each other. I'm like, what? I didn't know this. She was like the first person I had to ask. Like, who is this girl? And no disrespect to David Tucker or Beyonce, nothing, but I'm looking like, damn, who's this good looking girl trying to add me? You know what I'm saying? I'm always curious. Like, is this a bot? You know what I mean? Who's this good looking woman asked me? So I asked her. So I was like, oh, that's how this works. She's like, yeah. And then we met in person a couple times. I booked her for a show one time, and she's cool as fuck, man. She's actually pretty cool. But back to my story of this guy.
Was it possible that it was about Hulk Hogan?
No,
Oh, okay.
not. we definitely go get to that.
Oh, we gotta talk about Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
we go get to that because I got some people. I had some people in the inbox. I'm like, no, leave it in the comments. Don't go to my inbox. You got something to say?
Yeah.
You can leave it in those comments.
That's wonderful.
It's funny. It's the switch to that super quick. It's funny that I post about that, and that got like more reactions than any comedic thing I honestly post.
Yeah.
I think, and you know what it is though? I think it's because me being a local comedian, they're expecting comedy to be posted, or they're used to comedy being posted.
Right.
So when you post something that's out of the norm, and being an up and coming comic, you're supposed to. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to go by the line, man. You're not supposed to go against the grain. You're not supposed to
don't challenge it.
Go off the exit. Nope, you're supposed to go with the flow. My brother was trying to tell me, oh, you're up and coming. And I got told this years ago by another guy. And he don't even talk to me anymore. We're friends still. But I felt like I took his advice and I was like, I'm going to say what I want to say. Because when you're up and coming, you're supposed to just go with what everybody says. Blah, 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 blah. Don't go left field. Even though people agree with you. I got people that might agree and stuff like that on stuff I say all the time. And they will inbox me, but they won't comment on it. You know what I mean? Because they don't want or react on it because they don't want that heat. And shout out to the real ones that actually do that. But there's a guy. There's a lot of people that add on social media. This is what I'm getting to. And he was dissing another comedian that I know on social media. I never met neither one of these guys. But he called the dude. He said he got mad at the guy because he said he bombed. He said he was creepy to an audience member. He walked off stage abruptly, and he unbooked him, right? So I'm reading the comments, and I'm like, well, damn, man, what's, and really, if you creep an audience, if you do crowd work, sometimes it don't go your way. It might not creep somebody out, but if you do crowd work, that's the only way I can see him creeping an audience member out. So if you said an audience member, then obviously he was on stage, whatever he was doing.
Right.
So, so you gotta get to say who that person is, but not give context. I feel like that's bullshit. So don't put somebody's name through the dirt if you ain't got context, right? Like you just can't do that. So I went against the grain. I said I'm gonna give you another perspective, man. Because he said he got unhooked, but then in another comment he said he was angry, and he said it to me too. Like he was just upset. I said, well, you were still gonna work with him. What's crazy is you were still going to work with him, though, even though he creeped the audience member out. But now you got everybody calling him a creep. But you were still willing to work with him. You know what I mean? Even though he's a creep, quote unquote, right? But since you got him booked, now he's a creep, and now you're trying to do the right. That doesn't even make any sense.
Nope.
That doesn't you can't put somebody on blast for being a creep, quote unquote, but you're still gonna do their show.
Right.
Huh? That doesn't even make any sense. So since he's but you only calling him a creep, and the only reason you put this on blast is because he unbooked you. And all these people talking about and he bombed. Man, if you're a comic and you saying that you never bombed, shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Everybody bombs. Yeah.
Shut up. And he bombed. Ha 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 ha. Like you don't bomb, then you should be booked every fucking weekend if you don't bomb.
Yeah.
You should be in Hollywood right now if you didn't bomb. You should be in New York right now if you don't bomb. Shut up. Stop. They're clowning somebody for bombing. So then he admitted, I didn't have such a good set either. Then why do you even say this guy didn't have a good set? But the difference between me and him was I didn't take it out on the crowd. Who cares?
Right.
And it was just like, this dude was such a softy, man. And again, I'm not even going to say his name because he has a good following. But I was just like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, to say this. So then he got mad and was like, oh, you're somebody that I really don't want to talk to. You seem confrontational. And I was like, you're probably right. And then he proceeds to talk about how he is emotional and he does have feelings and it just hurt him and oh man, and what I said, it's not fair. And yeah, I was gonna work with him. I don't care if he was a creep until he unbooked me. You sound stupid. He said he's gonna get a funnier comics. That's not what he said. He told me that's not what he said.
Yeah.
And I told him he was wrong. I told the other comic he was wrong. I said, hey man, comics work hard to get these dates. So if you give me a date and you cancel on me in a week, I'm gonna need some money.
Yeah.
Period. Because I blacked out this date. It's hard to get this date filled back up. I blacked out this day, buddy. So I'm gonna need some money. You know what I mean? Mm. And he was like, "Yeah, you're right. That was wrong on that aspect, but that is what happened. It's I'm just moving on." You know. But the other comic, as professional, he might think that sounds. Putting another comic on blast and doing what he did, that's not professional, man. You bookers look at that. Bookers look at your page. When you get booked, you know what bookers do when you get booked, whether people believe it or not. They go to your social media page, and it should be public because you're somebody who's trying to make it an entertainment. Your page should be private. Your page is private, then you're not really trying to make it an entertainment.
That's fair.
People got it. If your page is private, it's not. You know, the only thing that's private on mine, quote unquote. Actually, you know, I say that, and then I just thought about it. The only thing that's private on mine is leaving a comment. You don't leave a comment with friends. You can't leave a comment on my video if we're not friends, or if you're not following me. I think too. I think if you're following me, you can leave a comment, or if you're following me, you can leave a comment. If we're friends, you can leave a comment. But if you're not doing either one, you can't leave a comment.
Right.
On my videos. So.
Yeah, I've got a separate the Laugh With Me comedy has a public page. I have my personal one. My personal one is private except for everybody who's a friend or follower or whatever, but I post pictures of my kids and whatnot. But everything goes through both of them, basically. That's comedy related. Mm-hmm. So anybody could see anything. But yeah, anything on the Laugh With Me one, I mean, is as public as it gets.
Yeah, and mine is, I just thought about that. I just think I got annoyed with a certain group of people leaving comments on my stuff. I might turn it off because I'm like, I might get weird if I can let people comment that I'm not friends with. But,
you posted the other day, you were like, hey, to the black community, what do you think about Hulk Hogan and his passing? So I had to comment. As a member of the black community, I had to comment, and I did.
Yeah, I was like, what is this dude doing? It's funny because you commented, I think one other non-black person commented, and then the people who reacted to it were all white. That was even more weird. I was like, black people, how do we feel about Hulk Hogan? White people leaving a reaction. I'm like, huh? Like it just didn't sound right to me, but whatever. I don't know, man.
Well, as a ginger, I'm a member of the black community. You know this.
According to TikTok is the new Wikipedia, man.
TikTok knows. It gave me the okay. I'm here to say to you, because I know you've come at me with the hard R on the ginger. You come at me with the hard R. I just want to say, as your friend, I'm going to allow you to use the hard R on me. Yeah, you're my friend now. I'm gonna let you use the hard R because you're basically ginger with us.
If you're trying to get that same usage for me, not happening. That is a one-way street, buddy. I'm just letting you know this interview will be cut abruptly if you're trying to get the same type of thing from me. It's not gonna happen.
That's
So
awesome.
I'll just let you know.
Yeah.
I thank you, but just let you know.
That's great. So, I mean, how did Hulk Hogan? I mean, I'm sure you grew up a fan of his, right? Like most of us did.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's a legend, right? The character's a legend.
Oh man, this is a tough thing, man. And it's so crazy because somebody even said, "Oh, we're not trying to justify his racism in these comments," right? And I don't think that's what was really. Maybe that was what's going. Okay, this is the thing. It's two times when I disliked Hulk Hogan. It was when he turned his back on WCW and he was the NWO.
Yep.
And when I heard him say the stuff he said about black people.
Right.
Now, this is the thing. And even the NWO, then I started to like it because I was a Scott Hall fan. When Scott Hall left, it's weird. I'm a big ass Scott Hall fan. Big Scott. He even tweeted me when he had Twitter at the time, way before he passed. We used to tweet each other. Me and Scott Hall, no bullshit. It was only like 3 or 4 tweets. And maybe somebody else was running it, but who cares? It still says Scott Hall. This is the thing, man. So Hulk Hogan, icon, legendary, but also racist. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, in the 80s and the 90s, I mean, everybody loves Hogan. The only reason I like that was because of Scott Hall. Hulk Hogan. You know, I like Hollywood Hulk. You know what I mean? So it's just like you love to hate him, right? But I think it gets disturbing of when he said what he said. And yeah, that was in private, right? And even when it's you know what it is. Honestly, I'll keep it straight up with you. If he said, "Man, she's got this black guy, man," and oh man, like she's cool, but they hold hands, and blah blah blah. Now, if he was saying, like, if he said black guy, this would be a totally different story.
Yeah, it would.
Right? But he described us as the N word. That's the disturbing part, right? Like, and it could be still racist, quote unquote, if he had said black guys, but that's him describing us,
right?
Right? That's describing my race. If you say this black guy, if somebody was like, man, who's the guy? Who was that guy who just made 20 points last night at the ball court? Man, he was the only black guy there, and then it's the only way to describe the guy who scored 20 points. The black guy, right?
Yeah.
That's not racist. That's describing somebody.
Yep.
But if you said, man, who was that N-word that was there at the basketball court last? You know what I'm saying?
It's a little different. Yeah.
It's not a little. It's a lot different.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, there's such a difference there. Yeah.
There's a way. And I want to try to be politically correct, talk about little a lot, but there's a little difference. You know what I mean? So how he said it. It was so wild how he said it. And then Hogan's always been about the money. So hearing him say, man, she can at least be getting some, if it's going to be a N-word, he's going to be a rich N-word. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's just like, man, hearing that, it is disturbing because that's somebody, that made me want to rip my shirt off. That made me do the Hulkamania, you know what I mean, get hulked up and, wave your hand into the ring or whatever. But listen, racism aside, even when I watched Hogan Knows Best, he was playing. You ever seen Hogan Knows Best when he was playing?
Yep.
He was playing Young Jeezy in the car.
Yeah, that was fun.
See that part? Yeah, and he played it like 4, 5, 6 times. You know what I mean? That's funny. But I used to watch Hogan Knows Best because I'm like, this is one of my favorite wrestlers. So the thing about it is, even last year, I'd be super honest with you. Even last year, or was it the year before? I'm gonna say it was last year. I even forgot, if I'm being honest with you, man, I saw he was coming to High V, and I'm like, oh, man, I got to go see Hulk Hogan. But that memory was like, oh, wait a minute. No, you know what I mean? But it was just like forgetting, but like, that is a childhood legend. Who was the best and biggest wrestler of all time? Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Who was more over than anybody in this world? Hulk Hogan. Who had the biggest heel turn in life? There's never been a bigger heel turn than Hulk Hogan leg dropping Macho Man. You can't name a bigger heel turn. There's nobody who turned a bad guy bigger than Hulk. That was the peak. Nobody believed that happened. And how he was talking to the audience afterwards, everybody's mouth was dropped. I was in Atlanta when that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's still being talked about. That's the thing. That's how great.
Till this day,
Yeah.
even who had the biggest, who was part of the biggest faction, in my opinion. A lot of people say everything else. Some people might say DX. Nah,
No.
NWO was the biggest. You didn't see people with DX shirts walking around school or walking around. You seen people with NWO shirts. I was doing the whole Wolfpack sign and everything. Man, stop it. NWO is the biggest wrestling faction ever.
Yeah.
Period. Hulk Hogan is the biggest wrestler in the world, racism aside or not. Period. You can't. That's like if we found out Michael Jordan was racist right now, does that mean he's not the best in the world?
No, he's still the greatest.
No,
Yeah.
he's still the greatest in the world. Michael Jordan will still be there. If you knew this is gonna take it to fuck it, we doing it. If we found out Michael Jordan was a pedophile, right? He's still the greatest in the world. I hate to say it. I'm just saying. If you found out that about like, damn man, this dude touched kids, but he got 6 rings. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? Like because it's hard. It's it's not hard to just separate the two, but facts are facts. You know what I'm saying?
So that's where I'm at. I'm exactly in that camp with it. Like as a human, he, from the sounds of it, and there's some private conversations out there that it proves it. He was a bad dude, right? But as like a character, as a professional, as who that name Hulk Hogan is, iconic. No one will ever know anybody better, right? In that business. It's kind of the same, and bear with, like, follow me here. It's kind of the same as my guy O.J. Simpson. He was a Hall of Famer, Heisman Trophy winner. He's charismatic. He's in the movies. Everybody loves him. He got accused of some stuff. Like, people will hold that against him, but the guy was a pro's pro. That's a person, because that's what I made, right? But it's the thing, though. We got proof Hogan was racist, right or wrong. True. That's true. We got proof. We got proof that O.J. Simpson killed Nicole Simpson. No, we don't. We have proof that he stole some memorabilia of his own from a dealer. That's about it. Yeah, we don't have any proof that he's a murderer. We got assumptions. So we got people that hate this dude off of assumptions. He got found out guilty. How you gonna still say somebody's guilty when they got found out not guilty? So that's my whole thing. Hogan, icon, legendary, racist, but we can't take NWO, biggest faction, biggest heel turn, biggest babyface. Hulk Hogan carried wrestling for years. But as a person, he was racist. The character, man, we're not going to sit here and act like Hulk Hogan wasn't the best wrestler ever. I don't care. I'll say that. Hulk Hogan, best wrestler ever. But he was racist, so it doesn't, he died. Yeah, that is like, damn, that sucks. So I'm like, man, maybe I should have met him. Maybe he already asked for forgiveness. But a lot of times when people get caught in the fire, all of a sudden they want to ask for forgiveness. But if they was ever... Yeah. So now, I mean, there's always going to be that tension, I think, between Vince McMahon's got the same thing. Vince McMahon is gonna when he dies, yeah, it's gonna suck. But all those allegations of assaulting women and doing it, and that's a tough one too. And the reason that's a tough one too, and that's why he had to step down. Well, that's a tough one too. Yep. Reason being, man, like, because some of those allegations and some of those are true. So, and some of those, like, yeah, man, how he get away with all this? Right. You know what I mean? It's still till this day, you can't even find her. You can't Google her. You don't know what she looks like. I forgot the name of the first woman referee. She said she got, assaulted. Yep.
I remember I saw a video on it and everything about Vince McMahon. You can't even find the video. Like you can Google her right now and you still can't find an image of her. You have nobody has no idea what this woman looks like to this day.
Damn.
All you got is the old pictures from the 80s. It's sort of like the same with the guy I forgot his name that did the whole thing with the Cubs when he caught the ball. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
You
Yep.
is it Steve Berman or Steve something whatever?
Steve Bartman.
Bartman. There we go.
Bartman.
And you still can't find a picture of him to this day. Well, over 20 years later, you still can't Google and find a picture of what he looks like to this day.
Yeah, where is that guy?
That is, you can't. You don't know. People don't know. That's because he had got so much hate. I think he got because of that. It didn't because ended up winning. Years later, and I heard they were trying to revive. Hopefully they couldn't find him. When you get that much hate in the public eye, that was before social media. Man, just think about that shit happened with social media. Even in the referee name was like Ruth something. I forgot her name. But it's stuff like that happened with social media, how bigger and more impactful that type of stuff is, man. So it's sad, man. Yeah, Vince is gonna go down as that guy who carried wrestling, ruined wrestling a bit. I would have never put WCW in WWE.
Yeah.
It sounded good for.
So
doing it with.
Let's switch gears to your. You got a shit ton of work going on here. What is the status of the elevation card? Like we've talked about it before, but what's like the status of it? Where we at?
Man, we had me paying a monthly fee, hosting fee for nothing that's moving, man. It's at a standstill, man. But people are busy, man. What's crazy? The only thing I need, man, is somebody. I watched it. I always go off the rails. My brother, he always says so, and I watched this Kevin on stage. Kevin on stage. I don't know if you know him or not. Black comedian. He's clean, pretty much clean. And he was talking about posting stuff. And it don't got to be perfect. It just needs to be posted. Like, people are not caring about the lighting and this, that, and that. Just post it. Post what you're trying to post.
Yeah.
Post it. It don't have to be perfect. And I think that's my problem with the elevation card. A little bit. Not even mainly. A little bit. My problem is I don't have nobody to... I need 3 people. I need one person with the camera. I need somebody else with their own phone or whatever that I can tap it so I can show how it works. But what's crazy in this crazy working world is I can't find nobody to do that. That's the problem. Everybody's busy. I work 50 hours a week, but I do try to find time with somebody else. Nobody really wants to do it, and I think that is the problem. So I can't show how it works. So right now I'm at a standstill. I am trying to get some promo out. The card is only $10. If you want me to ship it to you, add about $250. But it's at a standstill, and I'm hoping this week.
All right, this week we're going to get the elevation card out this week.
Starting, but I'm telling, I'm dead. I just need somebody. I got to.
What about the you're working with the National Guard now?
No.
Oh.
No and yes. No and yes.
No and yes.
It's no. I'm not signed up for the National Guard. Yes, I'm doing training promos this week coming up.
You're doing training promos with the National Guard. So you're open to joining the National Guard, but you're not joining the National Guard. You're doing training promos.
Don't fuck with me, man.
Don't.
Let's repeat this one more time. Don't you dare fuck with me. Let's try this one more time.
Yeah, let's clear this up.
Let's try this one. Let's clear this up. No, I am not signed up for the National Guard, and I'm not trying to join the National Guard.
Okay.
Yes, I'm doing training promo work for the National Guard, and I'm an actor, quote unquote, for these training videos.
Perfect. I'm clear on it now. I just know a lot of people weren't. So, do you know what kind of like what your role is? Like, I know you're doing the training videos, but do you know what your role is? Like, have you been prepping?
Have I been prepping? I do not know what my role is yet. No, I do not.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
even bringing my contacts just in case. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some rough training. So I'm gonna bring my contacts with me, because I've been down with the glasses now, but bring my contacts with me and everything else. But I do not know what my role is, but I'm excited to do it, man. And it should be fun, man. It's something different, man. I'm always trying to do something different.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got I'm just trying to run through my head all the stuff you got going. You got the elevation card that maybe will be out this week, but if not soon, it's a business card that's digital. Then you got the National Guard training promos. You're a former two-time champ in improv now in Kansas City. You guys did lose in your third attempt to try to win it. What did you think of improv?
Improv was cool. Improv was cool, man. But that's not what we did. If I'm being honest, that's not what we were doing.
You guys are preparing jokes or just doing crowd work? Or
Yeah,
what? Yeah.
yeah. There we go. That's not improv. We won off that, but that's not improv.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to disrespect the improv group. I want to actually improv, and we did prepare jokes, but we actually did some stuff. What's crazy is the last time we went was the most improv shit we did, and we lost. And I'm like, damn, man, this was actually the best we've done, but we lost.
Yeah.
And it was. I feel like it was still cool, but it was a great experience. I watched the arena down at the back line and made me like, man, maybe I should try improv, man. Like actually try it. Like when I see these guys doing it, I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
this is improv.
It's different.
Okay, this is, but this is something I want to do. Give me a subject. Paper towels. Okay, let me talk about paper towels for the next 10 minutes. And improv it out. I think that'll sharpen my crowd work. I think I'll really get my crowd work is going to get sharper if I can do some improv and actually get into it, man. So I'm excited, man. I'm definitely going to try it. I know Dylan had a class he was doing for free on Mondays. I wish I would have took advantage of that. I don't know if he still got it. I might hit him up, but I'm definitely interested in improv.
Nice. That'll be fun. It's just another tool in your toolbox, you know?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
So you've got this growing love for improv. You're in the National Guard training programs. You got the elevation card, but then you got a whole list of comedy, like of stand-up comedy. You got shows coming up here in August 9th at Backline in Omaha. August 18th, your YouTube show, Beyond the Laughter.
Yep.
And then the big one, August 22nd in Chicago at Babs Comedy Club. August 22nd. That'll be fun.
I'm excited. Chicago. I might spend the weekend there. I might just spend a day there. I haven't really decided. Man, we'll see what happens, man. I was actually because I have my son some weekends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know when I went to Chicago, not Chicago. When I went to Michigan, I was over there for that night, spent the night, and then turned back around. I was 10 hours. Chicago's a 6.5 hour drive. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Chicago's and really once you cross the Chicago line, I think it takes an hour back. So it might be 5.5 hours if I'm correct. Because when I went to Michigan, the time went back, but I think it was once I was in Michigan. I don't know if it was when I was in Illinois.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point, man. Bass Comedy Club, man. This is why I tell people, man, I'm no professional by any means, but this is the same thing that pretty much happened in Michigan. I acquired about Babs back in March. I said, damn, they never hit me. I seen like some advertisements, but I seen the advertisements a couple times. I just thought they wasn't interested, so I hit them up like, hey guys, I was wondering, you know what I mean? Like, this how you do it. Like, hey, I was wondering, I got an updated video, blah blah blah. Just guess, if I could get some interest. And they say, yeah, because your last videos, we just couldn't understand it, and we just didn't hit you. We didn't hit you back. It was too muffled. Like we couldn't understand it or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So I sent the new video. Got booked next day. Hey, so
Nice.
you want to come here either the 22nd or the 8th? And I like booking my stuff out a little bit, at least the phone. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
give me the 22nd. You know what I mean? So that just shows you. No doesn't mean no. Just means not right now. You hit them again and get some new video. Hit them again and then hit them again. You know what I mean? Like not necessarily have to bug people, but maybe it's something you did. So prepare something great or prepare something better to hit them again. It happened with Michigan. I didn't get booked from Michigan for a year and a half.
Right.
When I first hit up Michigan, it was like, we'll see if we got a fit for you, but we don't really pay that much, blah, blah, blah. Think about this game, man. You got to do free stuff. You got to take L's. You got to do stuff with not ask. This is part of the game. So if you don't know what the game is needed, then don't do it. I heard people, I ain't doing that. It's free. All right, you're gonna be local for the rest of your life. You gotta do this free shit sometimes. You gotta do that shit, man. I'm gonna give you $25 and some wings, and you just drove 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But that's part of the game, man. You gotta know what to do and what not to do. You gotta know what's best for you, what's not best for you, and sometimes that's just what it is. I gained new fans. When we did the improv, we didn't get paid for that. We didn't get paid for that. You know what I mean? That was a show, right?
Yep.
That they was putting on, and we volunteered to go down there. But I gained some fans off of that.
Yeah, I'll say.
When I left, I had 6, 7 people follow. 7 people follow me. 2 of those girls that was on that stage. Hey, what's your contact? Follow me. They still like my stuff to this day. Again, you can either choose the money or you can choose the hard work and the work ethic that's going to come with it. Some people be wanting $150, $200 for some local shit. You're like, what? For a local show? There's some comics that do circles around you, and they don't even want that much money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you gotta find out which one you want, man. So for what Chicago said, they do that for me. Do I got a lot of minutes? No. But I guarantee you it's enough to make an impression. So if I could come back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to knock it out in Chicago, man. I'm hoping to have a good time, man. I've been to Kansas City plenty of times. Last time I've been to Chicago was like a decade ago. So I feel like it's gonna be a nice time. I'm gonna have fun. And I'm gonna have fun in the city, man. And Chicago. That's all I can pretty much keep saying, man.
It's gonna be awesome. Chicago, August 22nd.
August 22nd, man, and it'd be nice to get a show, another show that Saturday, or get a show coming back in Minnesota. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just take a minute to Chicago. August 22nd, Babs Comedy Club. I'm excited.
Very nice. And then on the 31st, you'll end the month at the South Omaha Tequila Garage. So you drink tequila?
Yep. I don't drink at all, but what just got added today, back one day prior, August 30th, I'm at the back line.
At the back line?
I'm at the back line, 8 p.m. I don't know the name of the show. I just got booked today for the back line at 8 p.m. on August. Yeah, that's August 30th.
Yeah, August 30th.
Yep, at 8 p.m. at the back line. Then I'll be and I'm doing that for Jared Dorsey. Shout out to my homie Jared. On August 31st, yeah, I'm at the South Omaha Finest Tequila Garage. George Zilla is hosting that show. I'll be opening it, and Cameron Edwards will be closing.
Very nice. That's going to be a good one.
It should be a good show, man. Definitely a good show.
I got to ask you a question. So you've told me this before, and this is, kind of, I don't know if we've probably talked about it on the podcast, but I know you and I have talked about it off as well, where it's kind of like sometimes you felt this, that maybe you feel like you're outside of the comedy scene a little bit, like you don't feel like you're in it. I disagree to an extent, but
to an extent, to an extent. I don't want to cut you off. My bad. Keep going.
No, you're good. And that's my point, I guess, is that like there's limits to it, but like why do you feel that way, and like what do you gain? Do you think you gain from that, or do you think it hurts you? Like what's your thought process about that? Because I think it's interesting.
I think anything you're in, as far as entertainment wise, and I'm not doing this. I want to make this perfectly clear. I'm not going to comedy shows or supporting comedy events to get booked. I'm not doing that. I'm doing it simply to support comedy. Period. Like he was at the Just Johnson Around podcast, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that event, at her that we were just there. It's supporting.
Right.
I went to a tiny house show ran by May Malone's at Peterson. It's supporting. I've been to a couple shows in the past month. And I always tell myself, if I have time, I'm gonna be outside and I'm gonna support other comics. And it's not necessarily you gotta come support me. It's just it's the comedy game. I'm coming to support, and I definitely think that's what needs to be had And even when it comes to mics, you don't got to be at mics
Yeah.
all the mics every week. But man, hit a mic or two at least once a week. Because the thing about me is, I heard it a good amount of times, is people know me, but they don't know me. They see me on there, they see me on social media, they see what I post, they see I got a lot of shows, but they never see me in person. They never talk to me really in person. They never interact with me in person. So I'm like, let me go outside, man. Let me go outside. Let me be on the stage. I need to hit mics. I definitely need practice. Everybody needs practice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And let's hit the mic. Let's hit some shows. Support other comics what they're doing, and actually be a part of the scene, man. Because the comedy scene is beautiful, man. It's got a lot of great comics in the scene, and it's got some okay comics in the scene, but so not everybody's gonna make it for whatever making it is in people's opinion. There's different definitions of making it, right?
Yep.
So it's best people see me on social media, but I hear it all the time. And man, it's good to see you out, man. Man, it's great to see you out more. Man, it's cool to see you here, man. Damn, man, hey man, what you doing here? Oh man, it's cool to see you. You know, it's like I would compare it to like Scott Hall going to WCW
Yeah.
when people see me, but I compare it to like Lex Luger going to WCW.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't put it to that extent, but Lex Luger is probably the better comparison to Scott Hall. Like, yeah, what is he doing here? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He
I
walks
didn't
in
even
on
have
Monday
people.
night, Monday
Yeah,
Nitro, and it's like, what?
in, in the mall. You know what I mean? And he
Yep.
has the white shirt on with
Uh huh.
with the blonde hair down. You know, I remember I hit a mic, or I was at a show. No, I hit a mic, and I'm not gonna say which one. And some people were scared. Like, what is he doing here? Man, what is he about to say?
What's he
Oh
doing
man,
here?
oh man, is he mad at me still? I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I ain't got beat. And honestly, regardless of what you see in the past couple weeks, I don't got beef with nobody. I don't got no problems with nobody. I just move on. Like, I don't got no beef for anything.
You got
And
no
they
beef with
want to try,
anybody right now?
no beef, no beef.
Interesting.
None. And the guy was like, hey man, these comics are worried that you're here. I said, for what? He's like, I don't know, but you got them scared, man. I was like, what? I was like, bro, I'm just here to do jokes, man. Like, for real. They was really shook. It was really shook from what he told me. And I'm like, you playing around here. Like, oh, man, like, they scared. But it was just like, man, that's the image that they have. And that's sad because I wouldn't scare anybody.
That's
But
wild.
yeah,
No,
it's funny. But yeah, no beef. No beef with nobody, though.
like we went to, like you were saying, we went to Zach and Jocelyn's live podcast at her dad. I just thought it was cool. Like I wanted to go support it and see the show. Like I've watched their show or I've listened to their shows before, but it was cool that they were doing it in the bar, and I was like, yeah, 100% want to go support this. And it was convenient for
That's
me. The time of day it was, so it was like, all right, it makes
very
sense. Like,
convenient.
let's go. Yeah,
Very convenient. Very convenient. I was like, man, I get off a few minutes early. Just that's literally an exit down from where I'm working at.
yeah,
This thing said 15 minutes on my GPS. As soon as I started driving, it said 7 minutes. I'm like, what the hell is this? You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like this is. And really, I felt like it took me the long way. I said I could have just went 2 exits down, and I would have been down. They took me all the way around. It didn't even take me the highway way. It took me around.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's just a support, man, and support people, man. And if people don't like you, just keep it moving.
yep,
Y'all can have a discussion, and
yep,
I've had a couple discussions past month with a couple comics that I felt, had a problem or a situation, and I discussed it. You can either talk about it, we can be friends, or we can talk about it, and we can still be cool and cordial. But I just can't mess with you. And that's why I dropped out of 2 shows,
mm-hmm,
recently. That's just, friends are gonna be friends, but friends talk about situations, talk about problems. Friends don't tell other people about it and don't resolve it and then stay talking to you in your face.
yeah,
I didn't support that, so I dropped out of 2 shows, and that was just out of mere respect. You're not just gonna do that, and I still respect that person. I just don't respect what they did.
yeah. You just respect the person. Yeah,
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 the messenger's cool, but the message you were sending was false advertisement. Let's stop. Because I'm not gonna tell all the business you was telling me, but you thought it was great to tell my business, which is a little weird to me. So I'm not a comedy host. I don't need to
Yeah.
stay friends with you to get a comedy show. Oh no, let me stay friends with you because I need these shows.
Yeah.
I never need a show. My respect is bigger than being in a comedy show.
Yeah, your work will get you the shows.
Yeah.
What a good friend would do, and this is, remember, I told you this is what I do for you. As a fellow ginger, you can use the hard R for me for ginger anytime. I want to put that back out there again. That I appreciate you. You can use that anytime with me.
You tiptoeing that line, man. You keep going, man. You're gonna get your podcast canceled.
Yeah,
Don't laugh with me. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the new name of it.
Man, this is episode 99. I'm gonna get canceled right before 100. I can just feel it.
Man, I thought we was doing 100. I thought this was 100.
No, this is 99. This is 99.
Wow.
Yeah.
I should have skipped it.
You should have skipped this one again, and then we could have had you on for 100. Yeah. Like you won't be invited onto 100. Come on.
Yeah, but man, I thought you was, man. What? Since we talking about stuff, man, you asked me questions, man. Hold on, man.
Yeah.
What's going on with the 100, man? I thought we was gonna do it big. I thought you was gonna do like a.
We're gonna do it big.
Matt Peterson thing, man. What's up, man? What's going on with you?
Well,
man?
that's the thing. I'd be lying if I said I also wasn't excited to go see Zach and Jocelyn's podcast so that I could watch how they did it, because we got to do Laugh With Me live. And the plan was always episode 100. Here's what I'm thinking. It's going to be an 100-episode celebration live show. So we're going to do 100, and it's going to be different than like this. It's going to be a special episode. But we're still going to have the live show. It's going to be a celebration of 100 episodes. Does that make sense?
So it's going to be a celebration. So we're doing it live, but it ain't going to be like
live. So yeah, well, there's going to be an audience. No. There's going to be an audience. We're doing a live show. It's going to be different than just the regular podcast.
When, where?
Why?
You got an invite, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. We're going to get the date that works.
No. I'm not talking about me. Hold on, man. We promote you right now. Right now, we promote you right now.
Well, I couldn't.
We need guests lined up. We need. To send invites, we need about 30, 40 people there.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Like we need. Hold on, man. Don't sit there and play games with me, man. We need to do. We need a date.
Yeah.
If we at 99 today.
This is 99.
It's July 27th.
Yep.
You ain't about to sit here and hold off. You know what are we doing, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
we
need to.
Yeah, this is definitely a live show that I don't want to spoil the surprise coming on episode 100. I just want to put that out there. Okay. But
so you're gonna do 100, but you're gonna celebrate it later.
Correct.
Boom!
Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! No, it's gonna be different. It's not gonna just be a live podcast. It will be a live podcast, but it's going to be more than that. It's going to be a show. It's going to be different. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. Okay? Have you ever heard somebody be like, "It's going to be big"? Have you ever heard somebody say that?
Everybody says it.
Well, the president.
Which one?
The pres. Oh, we have more presidents.
Oh, the current president.
The current president. It's going to be big.
If you see Obama, if I see Obama right now,
I'd call him the president. Yeah, I would call him the president as well.
My bad.
Yeah, I still call him president as well. But no, that's is it weird that I don't call Biden president? I call him Uncle Joe.
Yes.
I don't really call him that.
I know you don't. But it was disrespectful.
I love how you let me say all those things about Hulk Hogan and O.J. Simpson, but don't fuck with Joe Biden. Like, he's the president.
No. Joe Biden's, when you're the president, you're the president, man.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I've got respect for the office. Yeah. So, on episode 100, we're going to have some news. You're going to be a part of this thing. I don't know why you're getting so upset.
I didn't say I wasn't going to be a part of it, but it's not about what you got planned. It's about the execution of the plan.
Oh, I'm not scared of execution. I am the excellence of execution.
I'm not.
Bret Hart.
Who was Bret Hart.
Yep.
I know he said that. I knew. I was about to say Bret. It was funny. He was one of my favorite wrestlers too. Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
That's
Never
right.
thought that.
I should have said that line. You would have nailed it.
Yeah, I know that was the execution, but Book of Shadows, man, made me look at Vince McMahon and all of them a lot different, man. I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off when I watched that.
I love that stuff though, like the behind the scenes stuff. Like, I was mad too because it's like they're dissing on and they're really like taking advantage of a guy's like life and his professional career. Like that was some bullshit. But
he just wasn't the same, man. Either as a fan, as a fan, I hated Triple H. As a fan, I hated Shawn Michaels. As a fan, I hated Vince McMahon.
So people say his career ended when Goldberg kicked him, Kicked him and got the concussion, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. But let's be honest,
it wasn't right
when he walked into WCW. His career ended.
Well, even before then, when he had the entire Montreal screw job, I think that messed with him mentally. And then
mentally. Yeah, but that didn't. What he should have did was best for business, right?
Yeah, he should.
And they couldn't afford Bret Hart anymore. According to them, they just couldn't. What WCW was paying guys, and you only had to work 2 days a week, as the WWE schedule, which was WWF, you had to work like 4 or 5 days a week. Man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like the schedule was better and the pay was better, but even the Montreal screw job, I love Bret Hart. I love what he was talking about, but do we see Vince McMahon literally saying no for him to drop the belt the next night on Raw?
Right.
I don't really see Vince saying, "Nah, you can't do that. You need to drop it tonight." Yeah. And he was afraid that he was going to do like a Medusa type thing and throw it in the trash. Bret Hart wasn't that type of guy, though. Why would he throw it in the trash when he still had weeks in his contract left after the Montreal screw job? So it ain't like he could take it with him. You know what I mean? To do what Medusa did. Medusa's contract expired, and they didn't know when she went to WCW she threw that thing in the trash. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I would still be afraid of my champion doing that. And
okay.
Not because...
Yeah, okay, but I gotta cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. It's just not something...
No. Yeah, stop. Medusa? Is she a Hall of Famer?
Is she what?
Is she a Hall of Famer? Is Medusa a Hall of Famer?
I think she is.
Okay, we'll look that up. Even here nor there.
Yeah, Johnny, will you look at that, please?
Yeah. That I don't know if she's a Hall of Famer. Has she had an iconic match?
I mean,
has she wrestled at WrestleMania? Does anybody really even know if Medusa walked down the street right now? Do you know what she looked like?
I think I would. No, well, I guess how she looked back then. I wouldn't know how she looks now.
Stop. I don't even remember how she looked back then. She wasn't even a top 10 woman champion or whatever back then. Stop it. Bret Hart is trustworthy. He's loyal. He's not about to take the belt and go do that. He wouldn't do that. WWE was letting him go to WCW. He wouldn't do that. So why would you not trust this man? You trust him enough to give him the belt? Why don't you trust him enough to give it back? I don't know. But again, you got to do what's best for business, man. And what's best for business was dropping that belt, man. Believe it or not, as much as I hate to even say that, that was what's best for business. Drop that belt and keep it moving, man. That was best for business, but he didn't do that. And we got the Montreal screw job, which till this day people say they don't know if it's real or they don't know if it's fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Medusa is in the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2015 under the Alundra Blaze name.
I didn't even know she went by that name.
And this one's close to home. She is being inducted into the George Luthie's Hall of Fame in Waterloo, Iowa, this weekend. Or last weekend, whenever that was. Last weekend, it looks like.
No disrespect to Medusa. I don't know how she's in the Hall of Fame. That's just me.
Probably for doing the very thing that we're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know, because you got Jacqueline, you got Sable, Mickey James. I mean, I can go through
Oh yeah,
10 women right now
tons.
that just kills that should be in the Hall of Fame right now.
Yep,
But it is what it is. I mean, every dog has his day, so it is what it is.
that's right. All right. Well, Chicago, August 22nd, Babs Comedy Club, Lavetti Vegas or Vetti Vegas or whatever you're going to be called by then. August 22nd.
August 22nd, yeah, but for the locals, man, August 8th, back line. August 30th, back line.
That's right.
August 31st, South Omaha Finest Tequila Garage. So if you want to catch me, got 3 times to catch me. Which, last year around this time when we spoke, man, I did a lot of out-of-town shows, and I really do local shows. But now people can catch me locally, man. I think that's actually fantastic also.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of local shows, actually.
I think it's imperative.
Yeah.
It's very imperative. So I'm excited.
My show is actually taking full credit for that. So actually, honestly, you're welcome, Omaha. So that's cool.
Absolutely. I mean, you got great promos, man. I love doing your thing. I might have, I don't want to even call it a podcast. I got an idea. Hopefully, I can stay consistent with it. I want the podcast might be something like daily, talking about relevant topics and everything like that. I got 2 ideas. I really hope we can execute one of them because, I mean, come on. I'm trying to get like a home. Be honest with you, man, not necessarily what you're doing, but like a home type studio to really get it going, man. To get people revved up, and I want to have women and men be related to it because I wanted to do a sports thing, but that just will relate to men. And I was like, man, I would really like to have both type of audiences, man. So I want to have a show that's like has relevant topics I do every other day. Or I want to talk about relationship stuff, which I'm single, so it's sort of hard to really do that. I'm a maybe easy, and it's called Red Flag. I want to have a podcast called Red Flag. And, people tell me about what they do with the red flag and the person they're talking to, and I give advice. But I'm a dog, man, and I'm a hoe, so I don't know if that's a great.
We could talk about like Love Island for like tough stuff that would attract to the female audience. We could talk about Love Island.
You do what you want with your shit. Talk about my shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's just
talk about my shit. Talk about my shit. So I got some ideas. I didn't really want to talk about it too much because we get talking and if it don't happen,
yep.
It's all talk, no execution, man. So that's definitely where I'm at, man. But I appreciate you, man. As always, that Laugh For Me podcast, the best podcast in Nebraska. Shout out to everybody else. I got to roll with who I roll with, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's do the damn thing, man. The 100th episode. 100th episode celebration with 2 people there.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
You ain't got a Facebook invite to invite people so we can get an audience. So
I'll do all these things. You act like I've never planned a thing in my life.
It's going to be me, you, with some blow-up dogs.
Oh, that's going to be a hell of a party. You're going to need to do some tequila shots if we're going to have that kind of party. Just heads up.
Hey, man. Tequila shots? Okay, baby oil, keep it at home, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not trying to. I don't know what type of party you think this is about to be, motherfucker. But
I'm going to bring my uncle. No, I got an uncle coming to town. My Uncle Diddy's coming. It's going to be a heck of a party.
Yeah. He probably lets you use the hard R, too.
Yeah, he would. All right. Thanks, man.
Ain't no problem, man.